Hello. Oh, oh, right. So, oh, thank you. I said thank you. Okay. So that was a musical intro, and then someone started calling me. Happy New Year. I don't know when people stop saying Happy New Year, but Happy New Year. I think this is my first posting since the New Year. I think, but I don't remember. And what are they doing here now? Anyway, so I had promised that I would start recording. Just my chair. I shouldn't do this while driving, but there's no one behind me, so it's okay. Okay. There we go. So I was going to stop recording while driving, but it seems quite a few people enjoyed me being distracted. And I bumped into one of my lovely friends at the chiropractor, and she said no, that she likes when I do the driving thing and when I get distracted. And she said something about processing. I don't really know what she was saying because I just got beaten up by the chiropractor, so I wasn't really taking anything in, but I did say yes ma and okay ma. So here we are. I will still, once I finish the 90 days as I promised, I will still do the whole sitting down and doing serious stuff. But yeah, so for those who care, I was seeing the chiropractor for an emergency appointment for vertigo. That's right, vertigo. Something called BPPV, which I finally got the right acronym because I kept calling it something else. But yeah, so somehow I've been having vertigo on and off for maybe 2 months now or more, I don't know. And every time I bring it up at the chiropractor, they're like, yeah, we can't do that now because it's a standalone treatment. So I had a severe bout of it last week, Thursday. So I went in to see someone on Friday because I had to. I almost fell over and super drunk. Anyway, it's something about an imbalance in your ear and the crystals floating around and something else. And the crystals need to return. Oh, let me do that. Yeah, that's better. And the crystals need to return to the hair follicles in the hair or something. I'm not a professional. Anyway, it's much better now. And because before, if I turned like this just to look at my blind spot, the dizziness was unbelievable. So, and it was worse on this side, but it's better now. So yes, here we are in the new year. I hope is treating you well. The main thing I want to talk about now, today, is that because of all the practicing, what the hell is that? See, distracted. It looked like a hybrid of an electric bike, like bicycle, and a motorcycle. It looked weird. Anyway, I want to talk about the fact that all the work I did last year on myself, whether consciously or subconsciously, has come home to roost. Is that the phrase? Like it's happening. And by that, the main example I can give is everything that I said I wanted to stop doing. Okay, not everything. Let's keep it real. Most things that I said I wanted to stop doing, like from this year, I've stopped doing. And it's like the only way I can describe, because I've been thinking about it for the last week. The only way I can think about it is like a switch. A switch has been switched, I don't know, on or off, and I'm a completely different person. And I've been trying to I can't think of the English. I've been trying to figure out how that happened or when that happened, and I can't pinpoint it yet, which is fine. But I know towards the end of last year, one of the church services I went to, I think maybe one of two only, that I didn't cry my eyes out when being prayed for at the end, was I surrendered everything. I surrendered everything to God. I'm like, I am tired. I am done. I don't know how or why I keep picking up the crap I say I've given to you, God. But I am so tired right now that I just want to live and enjoy life. I don't want to carry any worries. I don't want to carry any stress. I just want to live. So that is the prayer I prayed, I guess. And that's what's happened. I had a really good Christmas with my family. My sister was here with her family. They picked the United States of MK to spend time with us, my family, over the United States of Abu Dhabi. So I told everybody about that. Like, yeah. You know, that's real love right there. So I love that. And it was just, and I did tell her it was the best Christmas ever. Best Christmas ever. Because I got to see my sister and her kids and her husband every day for like 4 days in a row. And she was just down the road. And then my brother came down with his family. It was amazing. So I had a great Christmas, and I survived it. And there's this thing of like, once those 2 weeks of Christmas and New Year is done, there's a collective sigh of relief, like, oh, it's done. And I actually saw something on LinkedIn that said moms in particular, they I don't know, I think it's in Ireland or somewhere, sometime in the yesteryear, they celebrate something called, I think they call it Little Christmas or so, I don't know what they call it, on the 6th of January. Because that's when all the moms finally finish all their 15,000 jobs that they have to do during Christmas. Because let's be honest, most of the job does fall on the mom. You know, I wrapped all the presents. I didn't cook too much. I only did desserts because my sister sorted out the mains, and she didn't cook any of it. She made salad, which was disgusting. Not disgusting, but like, salad is basically Nigerian salad, and we call it salad because that's just what they've always called it. And it's just the regular stuff of a salad, but then you add baked beans, boiled eggs, salad add? I don't know, something else. Basically, just add everything you want to add into it. So she made that, and yeah, we had a great time. But once it was all over, and I had my birthday, so I am now 46, and that was the thing. Like I said, I've been connecting the dots, or trying to, of why I feel like a switch has been flipped on or off, I don't know, and I'm different, and I'm doing all the things and I'm doing all the things I said I was going to stop doing, or doing all the things I said I will do, something. But the last time this happened was when I turned 26. That's what I remembered. I remember this, was it this morning or last night? Yeah, because when I turned 25, year 25 was, oh my goodness, yeah, that was the last time I had a traumatic year. 25. Am I going this way? Can you imagine? It's only Monday and I've forgotten how to get to work because a weekend happened. Yeah, so yeah, the last year that I had my best age that I always say in my 20s was 26. 26 was when I knew who the F I was, to a degree. And that's what's happening again. I had a meeting this morning and I was listening to myself speak, and I was just, when you can hear the growth within yourself from just how you're talking to people, it's amazing. And it's very important that we always try and take time to really, really pay attention and look inwards and reset. Not reset, but just, the same way you'd review a week. Like, how was your week? Do that internally. And from my visit to my therapist in the Cotswolds last year, it was just before Christmas, obviously I'm still processing a lot of things, and yeah, there's a lot of things that are coming to fruition. Is that the word? Or making more sense, Sha. So there's that. But yeah, a switch has flipped, and I'm not taking any more prisoners. I'm more I don't even know what the word is I want to use, but I don't want to say I don't care, but I don't care anymore. If something is not serving me, have I parked? Try not to park inside the building. If something's not serving me, like, it doesn't matter who it is. If the thing is whatever that thing is not serving me, I'm just not allowing it. And it's very like specific. Like, I'm not doing this. If I'm not doing it. And it goes for everybody. The children, the husband, the friends, the family. It's I think when I was saying it to my therapist, she's like, for lack of a better word, is being more selfish in a way. Being more selfish. And one of my main reasons for that is kind of like, I need to go within. I need to be more self-aware. I need to be more selfish so that I can hear more from God on what He wants me to do. Because there's so many things that we as human beings use as noise to distract us from thinking about what really matters, I think, is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, but it's just nice. It's a nice place to be. It's very freeing. It's very freeing, and I'm returning to, or rather, I'm focusing a lot more on manifesting things. Like, miracles happen. I don't care what anybody says. Miracles happen, but I think from when I was reading what book is it? I'm still reading my Outwitting the Devil. So it's that thing of like, if you don't wish for something positive or whatever, you can't get it, And last week, Saturday, I knew I had to make a payment for one of the courses I'm doing that I need to return to because I abandoned it due to what's that word? Imposter syndrome. I think that's what the world calls it, but I call it the devil trying to distract you. And I was like, okay, I don't know where this money is going to come from, but I'm believing that this money will come, and I'm not going to need to break into the one of two credit cards I've not maxed out. And the money came complete by Friday. There were 2 payments I was not expecting that came in from work I've done, and my sister just sent me money on Wednesday morning. Because I remember I just finished yelling at my son to eat breakfast or something. And then I got an alert that I've got money. I was like, so in my mind, I'm like, okay. I immediately went to, she must have sent me that money by accident. Or number 2, she sent me that money because she wants me to do something with it for her. And then so I messaged her like, thanks, but why? Question mark. And she replied with, I was instructed to do so and I was obedient because I need to be more obedient to the spirit and it tells me to do stuff. And the money she sent me was basically, the instruction she'd got was send whatever is in that account. That's a round number. Just send everything. And she did. So it's an account she wasn't even using. See, rich people, this is how rich people move. They just have accounts all over the place. But as in, I can't, and from her doing that, and I said this to her in a message, which she still hasn't read 4 days later. I said to her that she's a very busy lady, that she was the catalyst, domino, like the first ripple in setting off that domino effect of all the other monies that I got. Because all the other money that came in after she sent that. And I'm just so grateful. And I always say, like, when you always maintain a position of gratitude, you would always get good things come to you. And I always say to my kids as well, you get what you give. If you give good, you get good. If you give bad, you get bad. So, you choose. But yeah, it's going to be a great year. I'm very excited. I still have lots of decisions to make, job-wise, work-wise, but it's good. It's always good to be in a position to actually have options. So I'm very happy about that. And I think when I started this 90-day thing, I did always say I did not want to get any bigger, like fatter. And I have not weighed myself since I lost my job, actually, because they did like a weighing thingy. And my husband had changed the battery of the scales in our bathroom. He changed it on, like, I don't know, New Year's Eve or something. So I was like, oh, New Year's Day, let me just weigh myself. And I did. And I was not expecting, but I'd lost 5 kilos. Yeah. 5 kilos. 5 kilograms I'd lost. And I was like, okay. Like, I wasn't even like, oh my God, like how everybody will when you lose like 2 pounds. But I was just like, okay, that's nice, And then that was when I actually noticed that, oh yeah, my rings fit nicer. I've not been able to wear this ring that my friend gave me since she gave it to me almost 2 years ago. It's not been able to get past this knuckle. So that was also nice. And I started dance class again from last week. And I'm just very positive. And whatever you guys have planned for this year, just make it count. Make it worth it. Make it purposeful. And submit it to God. And one thing my therapist said, which I will end this on, is she gave me like this it's like a writing, I think it's a poem, part of a poem her sister wrote years ago, that she has on her wall in her living room. I can't remember the exact wording, but the last line is like, your will be done, along those lines, you know, like whatever I want, whatever I'm doing, this whatever my desires, whatever, make it align with your will. That's the main thing. So one thing they said in church on Sunday, which I always say, church is a confirmation of what you've been praying for or talking to God about. That's how it should be, or receiving messages or confirmation or whatever. Anyway, and it was kind of like, you need to humble yourself so you can align yourself better with God. And that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I always wanted to do. I want to work with him for me to be used to do whatever he wants me to do. This life is not mine. He gave me this life, so he's going to give me everything I need to fulfill what he wants me to do. But for me to do that, I have to align myself to him. And what the preacher said also was, if you don't read the Bible, you can't hear from God. If you don't pray, for those who are not Christians, if you don't pray and meditate and think about it and talk to God by yourself, you can't hear from him. So whatever you do, pray to God. Prayers work, because you get messages from it. And just spending time with God, you just get messages, right? You just get peace of mind. Don't you want peace of mind? Anyway, I need to clock in 3 minutes. So I'm going to end this now, and I want to say peace and love. I wish you all the best for the year, and I will keep on posting as sporadically as I am. And I don't, because my plan was, okay, YouTube this year is going to be more, I'm going to be more, YouTube has gone down the, because my thing for YouTube is to impart some sort of knowledge, some sort of education, some sort of whatever. And if I get monetized by the wayside. But my focus changes, and I have to go where my focus is, where God is leading me to. So, but I know quite a few people watch this, and I know quite a few people enjoy my ramblings. So I'm going to keep posting. And to be fair, it does help me to kind of rearrange my head and whatever. And even now I'm looking forward to watching everything back, so I can see what I said and the promises I made to myself, so I can actually write everything down, which I'm getting better at. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Now I've got 2 minutes. Have a wonderful day, and whatever you do, do it with love, do it in love, do it for love. Yeah? Happy 2026, y'all. Deuces. Bye-byes. How do you switch this thing off?